Today's specials. So this is another product that I am obsessed with, Andrew. It is the Memory and Brain. I do not ever go a night without it. We have not seen a special price on this since last September. And when we look at the size options that we have for everyone, you can check it out with the 30 caps, the 60, but let's get down here to the bottom because the 360 and the 600 today, the lowest price we have ever had on the 360 caps or the 600 caps, a remarkable savings with $80 savings on the 360, $140 on the 600. But to me, my gosh, as we age, we all notice, you know, we start to notice the significant changes and decline in maybe memory. This is supporting the memory function, the brain, mental acuity. It is definitely a know the difference product when you take it. 7,600 spoken for, Andrew.
And the reason why we call this Memory and Brain with Acetyl L-carnitine, when we first introduced this, we had Memory and Brain, and then we had Memory and Brain with Acetyl L-carnitine. It was a very expensive ingredient. The product was significantly more expensive. We've been able to make this product more and more efficient over the years, so we ultimately ended up with Memory and Brain with Acetyl L-carnitine. And the price on the combined formula is now less than the price on the original formula without acetyl L-carnitine. And the levels of acetyl L-carnitine are extremely high. And when we look at our brain, there are all sorts of products out there that tout a single ingredient as being magical. Acetyl L-carnitine is a critically important ingredient. It's involved in two major aspects of brain function: energy production within the brain, and also the production, the manufacture of the most important neurotransmitter in the brain, so acetylcholine. So that's two critically important functions that acetyl L-carnitine on its own supplies, and does so better than all of these supposedly wonderful single ingredient products. But it would be naive to think that a truly beneficial product for memory and brain and cognition and all the changes that happen as we naturally get older. It's just a fact of life. None of the systems, none of the organs in our body work as well as they did when we were young. So it's up to us whether we're going to try to do something to make a difference, to try to cling to some of those youthful characteristics that we treasure when we're young, and we just think there's nothing we could do about as we start to lose them. There are things we can do. So this product is more than just acetyl L-carnitine. As important and as valuable as it is, it also has an ingredient called Vinpocetine, another called Huperzine, another called Bacopa. And all of these ingredients are designed to address the potential areas of benefit, and all of them have clinical science that supports their being incorporated into this formula. And also, of course, we have a full B-complex, we have vitamin C, because no product can target and focus on the brain and brain function without also making sure that all the nutrients are present. Not everyone's taking one of my multivitamins to ensure that they're there, so we make sure that you get those nutrients as well. But if you want the kind of comprehensive support that a complex structure like the brain and all that it does for us requires, it's not one single magical ingredient. It's a number of ingredients that when you look at the blueprint of our brain and how it functions and how it works, that is what Memory and Brain is designed to support. And as you could see all the different colors of granules in there. Again, no additives, no binders, no fillers, no lubricants. The only thing in that product are the beneficial ingredients you seek. And that's why it has that kind of multicolor experience, because you're looking at more than a dozen different ingredients in that product. And the reason why it works so well is specifically because all of those ingredients contributing to that same target, that same goal, and supporting brain and brain memory, cognition, all of the things that are the youthful properties we possess that as we age, we tend to lose. And certainly my job here, I do what I do without cue cards. I do what I do without having to review the materials. I rely on my brain. It is the most, for all of us, I think, in terms of our humanity, it's the most important organ we possess. We often think about our brain And a lot of us don't really contemplate this issue. We think about our brain when it comes to memory or concentration or mental acuity or doing calculations or all this thinking stuff. But what about love? What about happiness? What about liking something, experiencing something? What about the richness of life? That's also our brain. And just as our memory and cognition and all these thinking things get challenged as we get older, the richness, the texture of life, the love we experience, all of those things are also going to be experienced better by a healthier brain. So again, it's so important to being human, how well our brain is. And Daniel Amen, later today, we'll have a little video with Daniel. We'll be talking about his book, America's #1 Brain Doctor. He doesn't talk about mental illness. What he talks about is brain health. Yeah. That to the extent our brain and the structure of our brain and the functioning of our brain is working well, that's mental health. And that's what we should all seek, is supporting a healthy brain. And that's what this product is designed to do. Hopefully we're exercising, we're active, we're eating well. And this is an opportunity to give the tools our body needs, our brain needs, to do the best for itself.
You're right. You know, Andrew, what really made me appreciate this is when my mom was getting older, in later years of her life, I thought, you know what, they can do everything in the world for your body, but if you don't take care of your brain when you're younger, I mean, it's heartbreaking. And I thank you so much for talking about the difference of like healthy brain and love, because it is. That's what's important in life, isn't it? And to be able to remember the people in your life and the things, the memories, right?
My mom, yeah, or to appreciate, possess those memories. Hopefully my mom got my message earlier this morning about going to brunch. Hopefully she's watching. But my mom is 90, and my mom takes this every single day because, as I say to her, it's important that we all maintain our faculties. Me, I don't just want to do it because it's a critical part of my job, which I love to do. But also it's a critical part of having the joy that we all get to experience in life. And again, there's no such thing, no matter what others say, there's no such thing as a magical drug that's going to treat the maladies we might experience with our brain. But there are things we can do in how we live. Daniel speaks about him in his book, which we'll be offering later today. You can go online and find it at hsn.com. You get a couple of products and the book for less than $20. It's an amazing value. But taking care of our brain is really all about taking care of the richness of our life, the human experience that we all treasure. So my dad used to always say, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. Right. And he's right. And now's the time, if we want to treasure the years in front of us, whether we're talking about our mobility with collagen peptides, our beauty, whether we're talking about something important like brain health and brain function, now's the time to make sure we take care of those tomorrows in front of us.
You're so right. And boy, doesn't Dr. Daniel have the best last name? Amen. I love it.
Exactly. If I were him, every time I made a good statement, I would say, amen.
Amen.
Exactly.
I know. I would do the same thing. I think that's so awesome. And I know that we have that clock that is up on the screen, but like I said, every day would never, ever be without this. Your savings, so remember, here again, it is one of our today's specials. So with almost 8,000 now spoken for, a lot of people in this hour jumped on this.
And just so everybody appreciates the pricing, if you look at that $129 price on the 600, that's only $40 more than the 360. So you're getting 240 capsules more, 240 capsules more, you're getting that for $40. The 180 capsule supply is $59.90. So it just gives you a sense, as you get in the larger sizes, you're paying on that large size, you're paying just a little more than a dime a capsule. For the additional 240 capsules, you're paying, I guess, about 15 cents a capsule. So it gets extremely affordable in the large size. You take 1 or 2 capsules per day. I take 2 capsules. My mom gets 2 capsules a day of this. And so it's a see the difference, kind of feel the difference product when you give your body all the nutrients, all the botanicals that make such a profound difference. And I should just show this quickly before we run along, that it's not acetyl L-carnitine. It's just not memory and brain with acetyl L-carnitine. So yeah, you're getting 500 milligrams of acetyl L-carnitine, which alone is worth the investment here. You're also getting vitamin D and full B-complex and vitamin C because those foundational nutrients are critical. But then you're getting our standardized Ginkgo Biloba, which unfortunately, a lot of Ginkgo Biloba isn't properly standardized. I'd almost go so far as to say the majority is not. So as exciting as Ginkgo is, the science is great. The supplements are not because they don't follow the science. Then you get Bacopa, you get our CurcuminPhospholipid Complex, you get Panax Ginseng, 20% ginsenosides, you get Vinpocetine and Huperzine. A lot of folks wonder why they get great feelings of well-being when they take this, not just a difference in cognition and memory. It's because of all of the different ingredients we put in there. And oh, while I'm at it, I'll read a couple of reviews before. I notice the clock is still in the 30s, so I'll use every second we can here.
Yeah.
If you need more words, I'm told that I don't need more words. Probably I should stop taking this. I still remember my goddaughter when she was 4 years old in preschool. The teacher asked her, "What does your godfather do for work?" And she says, "He talks.
He talks.
He talks on the phone. He talks on the phone. He talks in." She'd go to the office with me. He talks in meetings, and he talks on TV.
How precious.
He talks.
How precious.
So as we see here, as I've gotten older, all of us, I appreciate having the boost this product provides. Brain search time for a word is significantly reduced. When I was younger, I had so many words swimming in my head to choose from when speaking in real time. And when I get older, not as many words in the brain cloud waiting to be used. This increases those words again so that I have more to choose from when speaking in meetings. Love it. Thank you, Andrew, for being spot on with this formulation. I've often said I learned French at a late age, and I speak French basically the same as I speak English. And I attribute the care I've given to my brain to my ability to learn French, and I could do this show as easily in French as I could do it in English. I attribute it to the care I've given to my brain. Whether it's exercise, we all think in terms if we're going to exercise in our 40s or 50s or 60s or 70s, we take care of our muscles and our bones and our structure. Same for our brain if we want to enjoy our brain at a high level as we get older. So super supplement. My husband and I both enjoy the benefits of Andrew's memory and brain with acetyl L-carnitine. It is particularly effective for maintaining focus and retention of details in our demanding jobs. He actually requested that I reorder memory and brain. Wow. He's an independent contractor for wall coverings, paintings, and I am a teacher. Two jobs that require you be mentally present. Memory and brain also mitigates the effects of aging in terms of supporting mental acuity. Thanks so much, Andrew, from Nan in Nevada. But again, quality of our life requires that our brain keep us present, keep us engaged, and keep us active. It allows me to do the very best I can. I think if you try it, you'll see and feel a difference as well.
Absolutely. And the lowest price per cap in the 360 and 600, 009793. And by the way, Andrew, I swear it's also made me better at Wordle and Quiz Planet. So I like that part too. All right, so we're moving.